So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer, though. And just saying, the public transportation around here, Germany is a mess.
Why Truberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts, after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately... The people around here are nice. But also a little weird, don't you think?
Something about them seems a bit off, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back, though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
I just wanted to say hi.
All right. Don't forget we need to get the cable car working.
I have to insert a coin first.
You better keep your distance.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Good morning.
Excuse...
Are you all right?
Please, I can't even savor my cognac. You better keep your distance.
Good morning.
Morning, Miss...
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please, help yourself.
Locked.
This can must have fallen off the table.
I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. There's something funny about that clock. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase.
Hey, please don't stand
Hey.
there.
She's almost in a trance.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me. Didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Berlin is located right in the middle of Brandenburg, so it is worlds apart.
Brandenburg? No.
Star cybernetics.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
Quantum what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only commander of...
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
I can make incredible amounts of candy disappear.
I can do that too.
Stay tuned, folks.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something.
Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Just a hanger. Empty. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. No. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. No. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. Fresh air.
Hey, mister!
The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
Hey, mister!
I would probably hurt myself. I'm not tired.
Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlog for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes. Small ads. They're holding a town fair tonight with a exciting.
This table! It has a wobble!
Good morning.
Excuse me.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table. Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate tablecloth.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think this wobbling table. Thank you.
I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. Locked. I wonder what that is. This cat again. Subject, species reintroduction. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. Wooden fences always remind me of my... Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be Western and noir.
As you well know, Beverly, I am a man tempered by a sober lifestyle. However, I keep dwelling on the fact that a sheer infinite amount of states of matter can lie between expectation and reality.
My accommodation, the guest house Farthest Lust, looks slightly more luxurious in the notification. I met a woman named Gretchen in Truberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand?
I have to insert a coin first. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Locked. No. That's not how it works.
I've already made an entry on this.
Time waits for no man, not even in Truberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning.
Oh, thanks. For me?
I found it under the bed.
And now you want to, let's say, pawn this device in exchange for a fishing rod?
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
Good morning.
Morning, Mr.
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
I've heard enough.
Anything else?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself...
Good idea. I only need some bait.
Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Good idea. I only need some bait. Brrr. Looks cold. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Good idea. I only need some bait. I don't think it's in the mood for that. It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mew. My father used to say, the only thing more stable than a beer coaster was 2 beer coasters. And I think I finally understand what he meant.
Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate...
It might be able to actually. My father, the only thing I think.
You better...
Well, I'd rather not disturb. I've already.
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is...
I need to know what happens next.
Science fiction. Good morning.
Morning, Mr.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will...
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself...
I don't want... No. The antenna provides fresh air is still